Catherine is behind the wheel of a different type of vessel today. We're on our way to meet some really awesome people who we've been speaking to online for quite a while, and that's Sailing Indiana, that's Chris and Lauren. And we're going to hang out with them this weekend, have a catch up. We actually met Chris when we were in Gibraltar. You'd have seen him in one of our earlier videos. And yeah, we hung out with Chris. We didn't meet Lauren because she was busy enjoying herself at a hen do, I think. I'm not sure what this video will be, but yes, we'll introduce you guys to Lauren and Chris, and yeah, link their channel in the description below. And that's about it. We've got about a 4-hour drive to get there. Yep. We're heading down from Birmingham. Hitting a bit of traffic already, so I'm not sure what time we'll get there, probably about 7 or 8, spending the weekend there, and yeah, excited.
Yeah, I can't wait, I'm looking forward to this so much.
Yeah.
Although we were quite useless with filming for the first couple of days here, we had so much fun getting to know Lauren and Chris over loads of delicious food and 2p machines.
The suspense is killing me. Who will win? Oh. Yay! Yes! Yes!
So you add in the garlic to your scrambled tofu, and then you add as much cumin as you possibly can, and that adds a kind of eggy flavour actually when it's mixed with the garlic. Bit of eggy colour. You want to put a bit of turmeric on your vegan eggs. So then, yeah, it does add a bit of flavour, but you're going to have a lovely yellow scrambled egg finish.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to the chefs and the hosts. After fueling up for the day with one of Indiana's spectacular breakfasts, we decided to go for a walk around the marina.
You've just been fapping for like an hour.
You all look fabulous. You all look amazing. The camera loves you.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Sailing Indiana.
On this episode, in this video, we are basically we've got some questions, and we're going to get to know these guys a little bit better. We asked basically our Instagram followers on both sides, like, just to throw in some questions, so some of these are from you guys as well. How did you get into sailing?
I'm going to blame you so you can tell this story.
No, never. You used to go on sailing holidays with your dad.
When I was 7. Doesn't count.
That's where it started.
That does count. There's a bit of something there.
Yeah.
And I used to sail dinghies when I was about sort of 14, 15.
Is it like different going from a dinghy to a bigger sailboat?
Yeah, it is in terms of practicality. Like, everything is just totally different. There's a lot more lines, there's a lot more boat to move, but everything in terms of the wind, angle on the wind, and
the
your
basic principles, I think.
Yeah, your awareness of everything is exactly the same. It's actually a good entry point as well, because not everyone has the luxury or opportunity to sort of go out sailing on a yacht. And if you are younger, you can sort of go to your local sailing club and jump on a sailing dinghy. I'm pretty sure it's quite affordable to do so, and get a great amount of experience without having to sort of start investing money into the yachting world.
Yeah.
So.
How long have you owned Indiana for? How long have you been on this boat?
A year? Is it just a year?
Yeah.
We've just had our boat anniversary.
And how have you found your first year owning Indiana, being on a boat?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of
educational.
Yeah,
educational. Educational.
Huge learning curve.
Yeah, it's not what you think. It's not this like, let's get a boat, we're gonna go sailing.
It's like
and
romanticised
everything's
idea of
gonna
what
be
sailing is.
yeah, it's really sort of it's hard graft.
I suppose on the flip side, like for anyone that might not have seen your guys' videos, you have had like stumbles in the road at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've had our fair share of roadblocks. Yeah, and we got the boat, and it was in Norfolk, which is not anywhere near where we are now, and we had to bring it down. It wasn't ready to sail then, so we had it put on the back of a lorry, which is expensive in itself.
And terrifying to watch.
And
Your
terrifying
boat
to
on the
watch,
back of the lorry.
And then getting it down here, we thought, well, just get it get the rig in, get the mast back up, get it
Easy.
get it all sorted and dropped into the water. Got a rigger to have a look at it to do that, and they said, no, your rigging is not going back as that is. You haven't got everything you need. You've got an in-mast furling mainsail, like that system doesn't work. You've got a boom with no outhaul system, and I'm not going to do that work, and I'm not going to certify it if you ask me to do it. And that's it. You're at the mercy of people that know a lot more than you, and it kind of takes, excuse the pun, the wind out of your sails.
It
Yeah.
You just feel really vulnerable, don't you? 'Cause
Yeah.
You just feel, very unsure, and you're just getting all this information thrown at you, and you're like, okay, I think this is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like throwing money at something that you have no idea about. It's really
It's almost,
daunting.
if you don't spend that, now your boat doesn't work, and you can't go and do all the
Yeah.
things you thought you were going to do. And so you now have to almost go, okay, well, how much is it going to be? What do we need to get done? And then you're at the mercy of somebody sort of calling the shots in that respect. Yeah, and we always say that, okay, if you're thinking of buying a boat, make sure you have like 10% or 15% of the value of the boat as a contingency, because you will need to get things done, like logistics, moving it around, marina costs, that you don't really think about before buying it. But there's a lot more than 15% of the cost of the boat.
Times that by
But that sort of started it, and then when you start getting things done, there's other things that come along. We're currently doing an engine rebuild because there were some issues we found with that. And and just other little bits and pieces, and we haven't really got onto the aesthetic stuff. We were like, we're going to change this, and like the cushions, we'll get these.
Very 80s cushions.
Just all the stuff that doesn't need doing. We were like, that'd be great. We can make it our own, and we've just not got onto that stuff yet. A year later, we're still doing the major stuff.
We've
got a plan now. That's the important stuff ticked off.
Just so happens to be in the strategically placed. At any point did you guys think it's too much, let's just forget this idea, we don't want to put this much money into it? Were you thinking of like, should we even do this? And like, what made you just like stick at it anyway?
That is a very good question.
Yes, like definitely there's points of going, this is a silly amount of money, and now we're in, if we do this, we're not going to now be able to go sailing around the world for another year or two until we
just
pay
kept
off.
pushing it back, didn't it?
And you it does make you lose love for the boat, and makes you and
question your decisions.
But I think what you've said in the past as well about when these things come along, it's almost like, all right, now we've got to do that, and it's not ever been enough for us to really stop and go like, stay or go, or fight or flight. We just go, all right, that's another invoice then. We better
take it step by step.
find out how we're going to pay that now.
And
there's never a point we've really gone like, can we pay that? Should we pay that? Should we stop now? Like it's in the back of your mind, it does get disheartening and things, but we've always just gone, okay, this is the next step then.
And this is what we want, and this is the lifestyle we want, so it will be worth it. And these jobs we could have been doing in 10 years' time, but we're getting them done now.
True.
So
I have a question about the engine. Alex Go Sailing asked, when will the engine be fixed?
Thanks Alex.
Just remind us.
Fingers crossed, another week, maybe 2. And we've got a working engine.
What is this boat like, and what drew you to the boat, and what was your criteria when you were searching for boats?
You can answer that.
a little checklist. Height was definitely one. Chris is 6'2". I obviously have no problem with this because I can
you'll
fit on
fine.
most boats online. When we did our skipper's course, we sailed on a slab. We used a slab reef, didn't we, for the comp crew, and then an infurling system for the skippers, which we obviously preferred, and we think it's a lot safer, and having a central cockpit was also on the checklist. But something that felt homely, I think, was also on the checklist, rightly or wrongly.
Because you plan to live on.
Well,
exactly.
Got to spend a lot of time here.
The right feeling. I suppose those were the main points.
Really?
Yeah.
We didn't know much more about boats
No.
to sort of go into like the technical, like what's the pole speed and what's the sort of that side of it, get the performance of the boat, that wasn't part of it
Yeah.
at all. It was
Yeah.
more liveaboard, what are the things we need.
So we just started looking online, didn't we? Had a little look round. We had to look at how many. You looked at a few more than me, so it's four,
Yeah, I
four,
think
5
something like that.
boats maybe.
Yeah.
And then we came down to Norwich to look at this one.
Yeah.
And we both literally, I think we walked down and were like, I like
That's
it.
the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
It was
like
just-
instantly had like a really good feeling about it.
Yeah.
The couple that owned it before were lovely. We got on with them really well. Yeah,
But
so-
yeah, so this is a Gypsy 372.
Yeah.
So it's 37.5 foot, and it's from 1989.
Okay.
And didn't actually know much about Gypsy or Gibbsy until we came across it. And I thought, there's a lot of Benettos around, there's a lot of Bavarias, there's a lot of those kind of production boats, but we hadn't heard much about it.
No.
And yeah, sort of came with an open kind of
Open mind towards it.
Yeah.
yeah, and it was more that we came in, like I said, the height was there, it was in mast furling, the layout's actually really ideal. You've still got an aft cabin, even though this isn't a central cockpit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we thought we're going to lose that if we didn't have that, but it's just a lovely aft cabin. And yeah, just those kind of, maybe naively, it was the practical things and the liveaboard things that we were looking at more, not knowing much about rigging and things that we should have really been looking at. So
As well, like having been on this boat for this weekend, it's wicked.
It's a lovely boat.
Thanks.
Really
so
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Like the space I think is used really well. I like the layout. Like it's just a really
really
cool
comfortable
boat. It's a
and cozy as
comfortable,
well.
cozy boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did
Especially
tidy up for you guys. So.
Until we got here, we just left our stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
it's a tip now, but actually going back to sort of spending the money on the boat, now at least we've got that reassurance of, yes, it's been a lot of upfront costs, a lot of work to be done, but it will be worth it, and
Yeah.
It
it's
will
worth
hold its value, won't it?
and
essentially?
it's worth putting the money into a boat like
Yeah.
that, because
Yeah.
the plans we have, it should then pay dividends. So
You guys have got big plans, haven't you? So, like, what are you
We
thinking?
do.
What do you want to do? Where do you want to take it together? Like, where are you hoping to be?
Good question. We've kind of got a few things planned, I suppose, the next year or further afield, but next year we want to do as much around the UK as possible
Yeah.
and just get our skill set up and our confidence up and everything else and get a better feel for the boat.
yeah,
And then we're still in conversation about what we do next, whether we go to the Med or whether we just
Yeah.
go for it
go for
and
it.
go across
But
Yeah,
much
across the
warmer
Yeah.
climates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should depend on whether we're still in the med or whether
yeah,
we're
That
crossing.
will,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Wherever you are,
Key factor.
will
We
be-
want to
We're just going to follow them.
Yeah.
But it is. I mean, the ultimate goal is a circumnavigation.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
exciting. That is
Yeah.
big.
That is, yeah.
Yeah.
I love
think
that
it's,
ambition. That's brilliant.
and that's with that in mind, we're looking at timing and where we want to be, and Mediterranean sailing, amazing. We've heard, and there's a lot to see there. You could spend 2-3 years or forever there, and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
but do we want to take that time initially, or do we say, well, look, we want to do circumnavigation, let's just go and start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do we do that? If we've got enough experience next year, like we said about
Yeah.
sailing UK, there's some great sailing to be done in the UK, and
Yeah.
it's
Definitely.
all conditions, it's tidal, and
It'll prepare you for some of the conditions.
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah.
and so
What upgrades can you see yourself doing? Like, 'cause you've already started with some of the jobs, obviously.
Yeah.
yeah,
But as for that sort of circumnavigation, I'm sure there's going to be other things that are going to be on the list.
what we
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what have you done so far as well? Like,
Yeah.
What have you done, and then what are you planning to do?
So we've installed a lot of Rain Marine equipment,
Yeah.
and we've got a chart plotter now, and we didn't have a radio or anything like that, so we've now got that. We've got parts of an autopilot system, but
Yeah.
not all of it. So we still need like a linear drive and bits and pieces, and we'll need to get that mounted, and that's quite an expensive undertaking in itself. So autopilot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then we're looking at off-grid essentials. So
Yeah.
solar panel
Yes.
or some solar panels. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's,
that's an important one.
yeah, and then how to feed that back in, and the, everything you need to make that work. After that, we've done everything topside in terms of rigging. We had
Yeah.
obviously all the whole rigging replaced, standing rigging, running rigging, new cars and tracks and clutches and everything. Yeah, that's kind of stood us in good stead for going and doing all the sailing we want to do, and it's gonna last us like 10 years, and it should be all.
Yeah.
all, you know. Yeah, and there's that. We're sort of happy topside, and then the guy who sold us the boat did a lot of work inside. So he's done a whole new electrical panel and like the electrics in the boat, plumbing and heating. A new air dispatcher was put in. It doesn't work at the moment, but we're gonna get that fixed. we had a coolant leak, and we're gonna sort that out soon because it's getting cold. But so kind of electrics, plumbing. We've got an inverter. That's all kind of set up new.
Water maker, we would like.
That's a nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a nice touch.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Is that on the nice to have list?
Nice to have
Yeah.
list. Yeah.
That's over there, and I'm not sure what else is on the list.
And all the safety equipment. Like a life raft might be a good idea.
Yeah, life raft, flares,
You'll never need that.
Yeah.
Just literally everything.
Yeah, we could really do with that.
I suppose with those things as well, it almost makes more sense to get them last before you make the jump. Yeah, the dated
that's
things,
true.
like, I don't know how long flares last, I think it's like 3 years or 2 years or something.
Yeah, it's not long.
We had on the boat for 30 years.
Yeah, we found a bucket of flares and it was old. It was like 30 years old. And I was like,
Yeah, don't breathe too much on them.
Also, radar and maybe like a wind generator.
Yeah.
That's something. If we get a nice solar arch built, which is probably what we want, and we can have then davits off the back for the imaginary tender that we don't have. You know, that sort of stuff. We could get a nice radar on one side and a sort of wind generator on the other. So that'd be nice as well.
So another question that somebody asked on Instagram was, what's the one piece of advice you would give to someone doing what you're doing, just setting out, buying a boat, learning to sail?
Get a rigging survey.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's quite a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, pay the extra.
Yeah.
To
get your rigging survey.
get a rigging survey or
Whatever you call it, if there's a
do your research.
Do your research.
Yeah. Advice wise, it's do what you say you're going to do. As in, you've got a dream of maybe like if you're interested in sailing and you're interested in the dream, and you think, okay, well, what do I need to do? You know, obviously, you do your research and things about boats, and you think, okay, cool, just go through with it and just do it, because what's the worst that could happen? You've had a great year, but it didn't work out, and so you've learned a lot, and you had a wonderful experience, or you end up sailing around the world for the rest of your life.
Like, another good story either way, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, and I think it's another chapter of your life. I always look at it of like year on year, and what my life's been in the past, as, you know, what good things have happened, and want more good things to happen in the future. But it's you know, no one makes those things happen. You have to. You know,
you have to take the chances.
And if nothing changes, everything stays the same.
Quote of the video. So wise. What's your dream sailing destination? And if you could kind of pick the one place you really want to get to on your boat, where would it be?
Eastbourne.
One day.
One day
Didn't
you will.
make it.
We will do it.
We tried to sail to Eastbourne and we didn't make it. Anyway.
French Polynesia, I would
French
say.
Polynesia. That would be insane.
I would not leave. I'll stay there.
I like the idea of Bali
Yeah.
and Indonesia, that sort of thing. But in terms of goals, absolute goals.
Dream location.
We will absolutely join you there.
Perfect.
We'll all get there.
Yeah.
We'll start a retreat. That's what we're going to do, right?
Yeah. Start a retreat.
With baked beans.
Beans, rescuing animals. And
Oh, yeah.
Come back to this channel in 5 years, see where we are.
Another question from me is, what would be your dream boat if... So let's cap the budget at $1 million.
Cap the budget. I really like Halberg Rassies
Yeah.
and Naiads, and I think you could get, I mean, for that sort of money, you could get
Oh, you get an absolute...
absolutely blinded, because it's like luxury inside, but they're heavy and capable, and I don't think you'd have to worry about too much going around the world. What would you have?
Probably a cat.
Yeah.
Lagoon, Ochna, or that lovely one that was in the marina a few weeks ago.
that was a
Fountain.
Fountain budget.
Yeah, but that's like way later in life. When we actually
The
know what we're
dream.
doing and can actually manoeuvre something a little bit bigger around the marina. But
But
just comfortability and things like that with other things in life.
we're not afraid to say
Once
that
we've
we
got
like
20 dogs, they can run around the car.
it. We don't mind saying we like catamarans, you know. I know sometimes it's a bit of a taboo if you're a you know, single hull.
Yeah,
and
that whole like I don't know whether it's a versus or
if you're living abroad, that's the difference. I think a lot of people might look at like performance and different things. How quickly can you
what
get
you want out of it, isn't it?
Which speed is quite a good factor, because obviously you can get away from any dangers like wind, weathers, and so it's safety, but comfortability.
Yes, comfortable.
That's a word.
Is that a word?
I don't know.
Yes.
Comfortability.
Oxford Dictionary.
I think comfortability. I'm usually very good with this, but my brain's completely gone now.
But no, I think comfort and kind of, when you live abroad and you are living every day, but like you want to be in the best space for you and something that is sustainable for you. And if you outgrow a space potentially, which could happen, and something like a catamaran, I couldn't see that being an issue.
It's like the sustainability of the lifestyle, isn't it? Like we're not trying to just race around.
Really think about your answer, because Alex Goes Sailing also asked this.
Oh, okay.
What is the secret to a good beard?
Lauren, do you want to answer?
Well, I think Bryn's a bit offended as well that Alex targeted this at Chris and not you. But
it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll get over it.
No comment. It's a secret that can't be given away to
I've seen all the home remedies and mixes that you've got now.
Potions in the heads. There's
the softness.
It's only a half an hour, 45-minute ritual every morning now, but it was. No, but honestly, I don't touch it now.
It's just natural.
Other
Wake
than
up like this.
a little bit of trimming here, a little bit of trimming here. This is now just gone for itself. It's away.
It's its own thing, isn't it?
I think that's all we're going to ask today, but hopefully we do some more videos with them in the future anyway.
I think we may do,
We actually really love these guys.
Real pleasure having them on board as well. And what we haven't said is that when we first started out, the one sort of thing that helped us through was you guys and communicating with you guys. Because
hugely.
even just to coming down to Brighton, and you got in contact and said, oh, you're at Brighton, and just you're at another Premier Marina and things like that. When we were first sort of appeared online, I suppose, you guys were just there and helpful and friendly, and we were like, wow, is this what the sailing community's like? And we can't thank you enough.
You're
like
more than
welcome.
You're more than welcome.
I definitely think the community can be
it's awesome.
super amazing.
Oh yeah, it's just so nice.
That's actually a good bit of advice. Get into the sailing community. If you're thinking about doing this, get on the forums, get
ask
questions.
Conversation, ask questions,
immerse yourself,
interact with people, and everyone's really helpful. Everyone's really nice.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, the breakfasts this weekend.
Oh my god, the breakfast.
On point.
So welcome.
Thank you so much for having us this weekend.
Sure.
I know we're actually driving down to Birmingham tonight, so we'll probably be shooting off soon, won't we?
Yes, unfortunately.
Don't leave us.
Yes, we don't want to go.
Just
So
stay.
hope that everyone enjoyed this video. We've enjoyed making it and being down here. So see you next time.
And please check these guys out on YouTube. We'll obviously put all the links in the description. But Sail Indiana, pretty exciting adventures ahead. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye. And cut. And cut.
We had the best time hanging out with Lauren and Chris, and we know we'll see them again soon. It's inspiring being around people taking the leap, and it's definitely got us excited to head back out on our own adventures.
We did it! Lifestyle.
The four sailors. There have been reports of 4 sailors.
We should have got to put ties on.
Where are the pirates?
So.